Hi y'all, welcome to the porch. I just have a little hand sewing to do today, so I thought I'd bring it out here, work in the beautiful sunshine. Fall weather is rarely this nice around here, so I'm taking advantage of it. I wanted to thank y'all for hanging out with me while I cleaned off my desk and cleaned off my bulletin board. I cleaned off the other bulletin board and it was so boring. Again, just speeded up motion, except in a different room, so I didn't bother to show it to y'all. But I do thank y'all for hanging out with me while I got that done. There was no reverse lever on either of the bulletin boards. So I need to order a new lever for my little singer. That's no big deal. I just go online and find out the number of the part, order the part. While I'm online, I'm going to do some research about how to get my big metal monster running. I know that I need to replace the belt because when I turn the hand wheel, the needle does not go up and down. And I need to do some research about fixing the tension on my brother. None of them are a really big deal, but none of them are really worth filming because it would just be me looking at a screen and clicking my mouse. I don't think that would be any fun for y'all to watch, and I don't think that would be any fun for me to film unless I had a drone that could fly around in the living room. And that might be fun to film, but I don't think I could pilot a drone and do my own research at the same time. So I'll be doing some hand sewing projects and things like that until I can get one of my machines running. I've got a list of projects for when that happens, but I don't know which one I'm going to tackle first. Today I've got some hand embroidery in my embroidery hoop. This is the picture that I started of Uncle Diesel when he was burying his journals on the property out here. And so I'm going to point the camera at that and talk to y'all for a while I sew. Here we go. Hi y'all, I got this set up and I wanted to show y'all what I'm working on. I got a drink of water here somewhere. Hold on now, y'all have to be careful not to kick the tripod because I got it set up, you know, like real close here, okay? And y'all better set that drink over there where you can grab it with your left hand, okay? This is a box of plaster of Paris that's keeping my stand on the table that's covered with a piece of fleece. I got my hoop here. I had to sew some extra fabric onto the embroidery piece to fit it into the hoop, and that'll get removed later. This is the picture that I saw in my mind when I was dreaming of Uncle Diesel burying his old journals out here on the land. It's turned kind of wonky so that I can work in it in the hoop, but here's his head and his hat brim. His shoulders are here, and this arm is coming out from the other side. He's dusting his hands off because he's been working in the dirt. He's squatting on his feet, on his toes. And I'm filling in colors for the ground and the background. I put his outline on first, and these white threads came out kind of fluffy, and so I kept doing that on purpose because it gives the idea that he's see-through, he's insubstantial. And I'm using some seed stitches to fill in the background colors. And that's what I'm doing on this. And before I get my needle threaded, I want to give a special shout out to my #1 fan of all time. Hi, Mom. I love you, Mom. She made a capital investment, and I am wearing a microphone. And I hope that's going to improve the sound on my videos.
This is some black wool embroidery floss. Embroidery floss is usually cotton. I didn't read the description online very well before I ordered this, and I wound up with some wool floss, which is different and interesting to work with. I use different kinds of needles for different projects. This is a medium length regular sewing needle with a regular sewing eye. An embroidery needle has a longer eye, and it's usually thicker at the eye to help make a nice big hole for several strands of embroidery floss to go through. This is a regular sewing needle, great for doing things like sewing seams. The advantage on this project is that I did the drawing on some scrap fabric I had around, which happened to be an old sheet with a cotton sateen weave. So the holes are not big in this fabric for finding a place to put your needle through, and I didn't want a needle that would leave a big hole in the cotton sateen. So that's why I've chosen a smaller sewing needle instead of a larger embroidery needle with a bigger eye. This project I'm working on is mounted in a hoop that's on a stand. That means I don't have to use my hands to hold the hoop. I can keep my dominant hand on top and make stitches this way. It's easier, faster. I do it slow because I'm deciding where to put each stitch. I'm ready to tie off that one thread, so I'm going to turn it over so I can work on this back part a little bit. Oh, under there. So when I pulled it through on the first stitch, I didn't pull it all the way to the knot. So what I'm doing now is I'm pulling the tail through the stitches so that I have more length on the working end of the thread, and I'll be able to make some more stitches before I tie off. Okay, now I'm pulling the working thread all the way through, and I've got this nice long length I can make more stitches with. I just have to rethread my needle. I've decided that when I come to these white stitches, I'm sliding underneath them instead of going over them. And sometimes I'm just working in between them, but there's very few stitches that I've taken over the top to cover the white stitches. I want to make sure that I can see that there is a ghostly figure.
One of my friends and viewers also suggested that I do my stitching on Twitch. And I've made an account over there, but I haven't done any live casting yet. So if you use Twitch at all, or have used it, or watch it, or look at it, or have any kind of an opinion about it, say something down in the comments, because that is something I'm thinking about. I just wanted to know if anybody would be interested in like a long format of stitching and talking.
Okay, now it's ready to tie off. And to tie off, I just go through a few of the stitches on the back. I'm trying to avoid going under the white stitches because I want the white stitches to stay loose and not have much or no tension on them at all.
But for right now, I need to tell y'all the EWAD. The EWAD is it's a French song, so please forgive my poor French pronunciation, and don't anybody tell my vocal teacher, Professor Connolly, how badly I did this. Oh gosh, I gotta look at it. I'm that nervous. Sous le ciel de Paris. I think I said that right. This tune has been in my head for as long as I can remember. It comes and goes as an earworm. And then last week when it came into my head again, I was like, oh my gosh, I've got the entire collection of the world's knowledge in my pocket. And now I can figure out this song. Sous le ciel de Paris. So I hummed it to Google. Google told me the name of it. Sous le ciel de Paris. I looked around on YouTube and found several versions of it. Sous le ciel de Paris. And finally I found the version that I grew up, that I heard when I was a little kid. Sous le ciel de Paris. And the version that I heard on the radio when I was a little kid was by a gentleman named Yves Montand. Sous le ciel de Paris. And I've put a link to this version in the description so that you can listen to it. So if you know Sous le ciel de Paris, sous le ciel, sous le ciel de Paris. Well, I said it right once before. Go with that one. Sous le ciel de Paris. If you've ever heard of that song before, let me know, because I feel like I'm the only one in the US of A who knows that song. Sous le ciel de Paris. So please tune in again. I don't know if I'll be working on one of my machines or if I'll still be hand sewing, but I sure would like you to join me and hang out. If you'd like to join Team Spike and help me make these videos, I left a pinned comment below with a PayPal link in it. You can help me buy sewing machine parts, or I don't know, more embroidery floss, pay my bills, and groceries and stuff like that. And thanks, Mom, for the new equipment. I'll be showing y'all some other cool stuff. And I'll see you next time. Love, Spike. Sous le ciel de Paris.